Alright guys, sorry about the cutoff there. I was thinking about just starting all over, but it was really funny what just happened. So, I'm just going to add this into a two-part video. Basically what happened was, at the end of the video, you hear me going, I wonder what that dog's barking at. There was this beagle dog that followed me on my walk down to record this. His name's Buster. And he just started howling. And he went into this brush that was like taller than I was. Like, this is not the brush I went in. You can see the corn and everything up there, but brush was probably taller than that. I thought maybe he was stuck, lost something, so I went easily 1,000 feet in that brush. Took me like 10 minutes to get in and 10 minutes to get out. I got chiggers all over, probably ticks, and he took off somewhere else. So I found a corner that I could get out of the brush in and get to another spot where he's close to, and I figured he would just follow my voice. And he finally, after I get a little bit into the brush, I see him. He gets out, and I go down to reach for him. He takes off running again. Turns out, dog's fine. He's just a trained rabbit dog, and he was trying to alert me there's a rabbit there and take me to him. His owner told me that, so I just got trolled by a beagle. Anyway, as I was saying, I'll make it as quick as possible, people, as I'm wrapping up my walk. There's Buster's paw prints right there. That's his paw prints. Because he always hangs out in this corner, I guess, looking for rabbits. Anyway. So, the Usos and Revival have a match again. And the Usos had Rikishi at their corner. Revival had Devon Dudley. Made 0 sense that the Revival had Devon Dudley. Guess Bubba can't make it because ROH. I don't know. But anyway, Usos win the boring match. So I guess we're going to get Usos and Revival again. Now, before I move any further, I made a bet on Facebook. You can go look. I said, I bet you $20 one of the legends ends up with the 24/7 title tonight. Boy, I could use that $20 right now. I was right. Your boy called it. The fact that this gimmick belt changed hands 8 times in one night and the whole show was around that is a joke. Absolute joke. Well, you see, though, you apologists and you oomphas out there, they could have gave it to Pat Patterson, Gerald Briscoe, Medusa, Lundra Braze, whatever, Ted DiBiase, just to add prestige to the title. No, it changed hands 8 times in one night. Started out in R-Truth's hands, ended up in R-Truth's hands. He wins it back. He's an 11-time 24/7, 7-11 European light heavyweight champion. Already. There is no prestige to that title, people. That right there ate up about half the show as is. Miz did a Miz TV. Sorry for the car there. I'm walking out on the back road. Miz did a Miz TV segment with Seth Rollins. Paul Heyman comes out. Your standard shit. I'm going to beat your beast. No, you're not. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. Nothing new. Nothing new, people. Braun Strowman won a squash match. Why is Braun Strowman still in a squash match? It's like, why? Dude, oh my gosh, gone. His momentum's gone. Speaking of momentum being gone, Drew McIntyre and Cedric Alexander have a match. It doesn't even really get started. Cedric Alexander gets the crap beat out by McIntyre because Alexander beat him last week. We had Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles with the OC, the original club, the only club that matters in a match. Makes no sense why they would do that on live TV. I was going to complain on who wins because either way it ends up bad. If AJ loses, which was the way I figured it was going to go, to push Rollins into Lesnar. Your U.S. champion just lost, but champions are losing all the time on Raw, it seems. Ends in a no contest. DX comes out, and the crowd gets all hyped for DX. And my gosh, these legends are looking old, people. Whew! Mother Nature is not being kind to them. To most of them. Stone Cold looked great, though. So they come out, they go to commercial. Match ends with the no contest. They challenge the club to come in the ring. They don't. They get in the ring. They try to do the too sweet thing. DX says, suck it. So they get ready to fight, and then Road Dogg, X-Pac, China in spirit. I love how they bring her up now. She's passed away. If she wasn't passed, she never would have been brought up. Hall and Nash come out in their NWO shirts, and they just kind of taunt the club, and then let Seth Rollins say, if you're not down with that, suck it. Standard BS that we've seen so many times, and then we always see on shows like this. Alexa Bliss had a moment with Bliss with Becky Lynch. Her and Natalya exchange words. That's about the only thing of a storyline progression we had tonight, as sad as that is. And Natalya's only got a title shot because they're going to be in Toronto for SummerSlam. Wow. So, since they're going to be in Cape this Sunday, should I get a world title match too? Book it, WWE. Book it. I can see it now. Max Power versus the Beast. Brock Lesnar. Power versus Beast. Man, it sells itself, doesn't it? So anyway, that's about all that happened last night on Monday Night Raw. The last segment, they had all the legends come out. Then Ric Flair comes out, and Hogan comes out and does his standard freaking crap. Let me tell you something, brother. I love Monday Night Raw, brother, and all my people. And then Stone Cold comes out, thanks the crowd, cuts a great promo. Has a beer bash with everybody, and that's how they end the show. No storylines progress. That was a great, great ending for nostalgic reasons, but that's it. Nothing progressed tonight other than the Becky Lynch and Natalya thing, which really didn't progress either. And my problem with everything else is, if this wasn't on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown or a pay-per-view, it's been a great show. I would have enjoyed it. It should not have been taking up time for Monday Night Raw. It should have been like just a special 2-hour show on Wednesday, Thursday, or whatever. Or a special quote-unquote pay-per-view on the WWE Network. Like a live event or something. You could have done that. It would have worked. You took up time on Monday Night Raw. We have, counting last night, 3 Raws till SummerSlam. And the only match we know that's going on, only 2 matches, is Natalya and Alexa Bliss and Lesnar and Seth Rollins. There's a bunch of them you can speculate on what's going on, but we don't know for sure because they're not progressing storylines. Oh, I forgot one thing before I get to my final thought. Joe and Roman Reigns, I guess they're going to have a match, a program at SummerSlam. They come out and they talk crap, and Roman knocks them for being a sissy Samoan. They have a match, of course. Roman wins because Joe is just dead. They've killed his momentum that he never even had coming out of NXT. Such a shame. Joe, even at his age, is still a beast. He should still have that U.S. title and never lost. Sami Zayn also lost to, who did he lose to? Rey Mysterio. Sami Zayn hasn't won a match since WrestleMania 35, people. Which brings me to the final segment that I want to talk about. I know I said the final segment a few segments ago, but I forgot the other ones because it's such an forgettable Raw. Mick Foley comes out, does a little right here and wherever the heck they were. And then he does the cheap pop thing. He calls for the production people to roll the tape of his career. They start to show the night he won the title on Raw's War against The Rock, aka the Finger Poke of Doom night. And the footage cuts out, lights go out, Bray Wyatt and The Fiend's there. First thing that hit my mind is he's going to, because he has on his gloves, hurt, heel. Last week was hurt to Finn Balor. I thought tonight would be heel. But he shows up and he starts getting face-to-face with Foley. And I'm like, well, surely he's not going to attack Foley because Foley's in pretty rough shape. He can't take bumps. They booked that brilliantly. They just gave him the claw without Foley having to take a bump and selling a move. Brilliant. I will give credit where credit's due. That was good. That's the only thing good going for Raw right now is Bray Wyatt. And they'll probably screw that up in the next few weeks. I'll give it 2 months tops before he's jobbing to Roman Reigns. Just wait for it. So anyway, that's your Monday Night Raw. And not a whole lot to it. Not much at all, actually. It was lackluster at best. And to the people out there, give it time. Paul Heyman is running the show now. It'd be great. Give it time. We'll see. Well, Powerades, that's a quick review for you. Sorry, just got a lot going on right now. And just wanted to throw out some quick thoughts there for you and let you know that I still plan on doing these reviews, and they'll get more in-depth in the future when I actually have a room and a recording area to do this and to be more in depth. But thanks for the love, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time, Powerades. Peace.